Gently, just sit back into your feet if that feels okay. You can bring your hands into your heart center if you wish. A lot of times you'll hear in a yoga class that we set an intention. An intention just means what is it that brought me here and how do I intend to experience this? What do I wish to focus on or be more of or feel more of or even let go of? So today my intention that I'm offering is just simple presence. If we can cultivate presence in our body, in the moment that we're in our breath, there's a lot of gifts that come from that. So when you're ready, just set a gentle intention. Sometimes it helps to say it as a mantra, an I am statement. I am present, I am at peace, whatever it is that feels right for you. And then gently allow yourself to come up. We're curling our toes under. I just have comfy clothes on, almost like pajamas. You can do this in pajamas. As we get moving more, I'll take some of these layers off so you can see the movements better. We're coming into all fours. So you're drawing in. We might have a few friends come by here. Don't mind me. We spread our hands nice and wide. We're going to inhale, lift up. So the tailbone lifts, the chin lifts, and the spine hugs together. This is cow pose. It is always intertwined with the opposite, which is cat pose. We draw the belly button up and in. We find a rounding. We can relax a bit in cat pose. And then we inhale, lifting up again, taking a big deep breath. And exhale, rounding. Continue with that flow a bit. Inhaling, exhaling. We always inhale toward the sky and we exhale toward the earth. And when you're ready, just gently allow yourself to push back into that child's pose for a moment and then bring that right leg forward. So this is a kneeling lunge. We've got our hip in line with our knee. We've got our front knee in line with our ankle. We can open up that body if we wish, taking a big deep breath in, lengthening through the fingers, letting the pinkies come inward. And then exhale, just letting those hands come down. You can frame the foot gently. Staying on that knee or putting some padding for that knee is always optional. Lifting that knee and coming to more of a fuller lunge is fine as well. So we take a big deep breath. So we've probably lunged before. A lot of times we'll stand in this lunge, but today, because I'm offering a few new movements, we're just going to take that back foot and we're going to plant it. We push into the edge of the back foot. We draw the belly button up and in. If you need a little bit of help, you can slide that foot in a little more. You could bring your hands to your thigh first, and we rise up, finding what's called Warrior One. Big deep breaths in and out. Stay there. I'm just going to turn sideways for you. This front knee is over the ankle. The back foot is turned. It's going to be different for everyone. The hips are square-ish. The shoulders are square. The rib cage is in between. And we open that body, taking 3 deep breaths in that Warrior One. Warrior One comes from what we call our solar plexus, this very center of our body, which is where our power source is, which is where our self-esteem lies, our sense of power. So it's good to reconnect to that, especially now when we feel maybe powerless on a lot of things that are going on. Breathe in that power. We're just gently going to bring those hands down. We're going to inhale, straightening the front leg, and exhale, hinge just a bit. It's never about forcing. In this pyramid pose, we're getting a nice stretch in that front hamstring. We could bring our hands to our sacrum. Big breath in and out. When you're ready, bend that knee again and inhale, rise, finding that mountain pose. On the exhale, we bring the hands to the heart center. We're going to lift the back heel and just slide it in. Come to the front and just find yourself in what we call chair. In chair, the belly button draws inward, the tailbone gives a baby tuck under, and we sink like we're sitting on an imaginary chair. Some people might be here, some people might be here. It's wherever you find yourself and whatever feels right for you. Taking a full breath in that chair pose and then inhaling in what we call mountain pose. We exhale, lead with our heart all the way down and surrender. This Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe your forward fold is here. It's a pose of letting go. We let gravity do the work. We feel ourselves letting go of all of those things we can't control so that we can tap into all of the things that we can. If you wish, bring your hands either to your shins or to your thighs. and find a halfway lift. So the spine is trying to be nice and straight and long. Big deep breath in. Exhale, surrender back down. And then gently slide your right foot back. We're gonna start with that right knee down as we did on the other side. We're gonna inhale up, taking a big, big deep breath, feeling where you're elongating and receiving, feeling where you're sinking and anchoring and controlling. When you're ready to exhale, bring those hands down, frame that foot. If you wish, inhale, lift the back leg. Taking a big deep breath in here. On the exhale, we can plant that foot. Some people like to slide it up or slide it out. The back edge of the foot is pushing down. The heel is pushing down gently. We draw our belly button in. Remember, you can use your thigh if you wish. You could put some blocks here or anything that you can hold on to. And inhale, rise. Notice I don't even have a yoga mat. You don't need one. You don't have to go out and buy one by any means in this day and age. Just be where it works for you. Outside is a great place, wherever it works. Taking a big breath in, you could bring your arms out here. You might see that in some yoga classes. These are just warrior arms. Sometimes the hands come into the heart center. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Feel what you feel in this warrior one. Allow your feet to feel like they're pulling apart energetically, so are the knees. The inner thighs are hugging inward, the navel center hugs in. Big deep breath up. On the exhale, just calm those waters. Find your hips. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, hinge just a bit. You can always have things by you that you can hold on to. Take a full breath in. Full breath out, finding length through the hamstring, the spine. When you're ready, bend that knee gently. And inhale, rise all the way up, finding that mountain pose again. We lift that back heel. We exhale, coming all the way down. And let's just come right back to that child's pose. We could turn our palms up if we want a little bit deeper stretch here. So please invite yourself to stay right here. Since I'm showing you a couple poses to start out yoga, so that if you ever want to jump into a different class, you recognize a few things. The other one you may see a lot of is downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. It is interchangeable with this child's pose. Both are poses of release. If you're going to try that from your child's pose, let the hands press deeply into the earth. Let the hips rise. Let the legs straighten a bit. And the most important thing is that our spine straightens, our shoulder blades push in and up. If we have tight hips, bending the knees is absolutely fine so that tailbone can lift a little more. The belly button can draw in. Your ears are framed inside of those arms. And then pedal those feet out, feeling a release as gravity takes whatever you're willing to let go of. We find ourselves coming into our body, releasing tension, breathing in the moment that we're in. Gently when you're ready, inhale, finding yourself in a nice long plank. You could drop your knees, of course. Shoulders are away from ears. Big breath in. We bend our elbows and just melt to the earth. We're going to slide our forearms in front of us and inhale, open in Sphinx pose. So the toes are pointing back. The tops of the feet are getting some attention, which they don't often get. The shoulder blades are hugging together. The elbows are hugging in. Take a big deep breath in here. Exhale, surrender it back. Bring the hands under the shoulders, curl the toes. The knees can stay down if you wish. And we rise up, kneeling plank or full plank. And we exhale, downward facing dog. From there, we're going to drop our knees. We're going to sit on our heels if that feels okay. Of course, you could sit in any other position that feels better for you if you prefer. Bring the hands to the sacrum if you wish, to the floor if you wish, maybe to something behind you, and open that heart, taking a big deep breath in. Fill up your heart center. On the exhale, tuck your chin, round your body, and slide yourself into a nice, gentle child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths there. As you're ready, we're just going to melt over onto our back. We're gonna let the soles of the feet press into the floor. We roll back one vertebrae at a time. Feel your sits bones melting downward. Feel the hips melting downward. Let the palms turn upward. Shoulders melt back and the shoulders press into the earth. Walk the feet in if you wish. Press the heels down and rise into a bridge pose, drawing that belly button in. Some people like to interlace their arms here. Bridge is a pose that you'll often see. I turn to look at you. Do not do that in bridge. Do as I say, not as I do. Lift up the hips and just keep that spine as a long extension all the way through the neck. You can slide up a bit, lengthen, then bring the palms down. Exhale the hips to the floor. Your feet are about hip distance apart. The hands come out, palms wide open, and just windshield wiper the knees to one side and then to the other side. Bringing them back to the center, letting them lift up and hug together. We can hold the back side of our legs. We can hold the back side of our calves. You may see some people do this as a shoulder stand. That is completely optional. This is a wonderful place to stay. It's one of the most restorative places you can be. If you are someone who would like to try a shoulder stand at any point, first make sure your spine is completely healthy, that it's okay for you to roll, and then you just catch yourself. If you wish, you can inhale those legs out and exhale, point them together. Just move a few times. When we're ready, we let the spine come back down. If we came up, we're going to find the sides of our legs or ankles if we bend the knees, or our feet if we bend the knees a lot, and just find happy baby. Yes, it looks kind of silly. You're a happy baby. Stay here for a couple breaths. Feel what you feel. Again, the earth is doing the work. Gravity is strong. You are a passive receiver of the benefits of this pose. 2 deep breaths. If you wish, let the feet come toward each other and the knees open up. The elbows can help press out. 2 big breaths here. Gently hug the knees together. Slide the legs out. Turn the palms up. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can go to one side for a fetal position, or you can come to a seated position. We're just going to take a few deep breaths and allow those deep breaths to help us restore. Breathing in, feeling the cool air as it comes in through your nostrils and fills you up with life force energy. Breathing out that which your body no longer needs, feeling the warm air as it leaves your body and invites you to relax. Follow that transfusion of energy for the next 3 breaths. When you're ready, gently bring your hands into your heart center. If you made it through this whole 15 minutes with me, thank you. Take good care of yourself. Come back and do this as often as you wish. Those poses will start to feel real natural to you. There's a reason people have been doing yoga poses for as far back as we can go in history. The love and light in me sends love and light and positive energy and gratitude to you. Namaste.